With the rise of compact motors and chunky battery packs, bicycles have seriously leveled up, and that's how the e-bike era really took off. One brand riding that wave right now is King Bull Bikes. Now, I'll be honest, the name didn't ring any bells for me at first either, but these folks have been around since 2023 and claim to have already put more than 20,000 bikes under riders. That's enough to make me pay attention. Their latest edition is called the EX Titan, and it's a full suspension, fat tire e-bike that looks surprisingly capable, especially when you factor in the price. At around $2,100, it's clearly aiming to pack a lot of bike for the money. And on paper at least, it kind of does exactly that. The frame is made from aluminum, which usually suggests something relatively light, but don't be fooled here. The X Titan tips the scales at about 84 pounds, and that weight comes from all the hardware it's carrying. Between the big motor, the massive battery, and a design that's built to haul serious loads, this thing is more workhorse than featherweight. King Bull says it can handle a total payload of up to 450 pounds, including rider and cargo, and the rear rack alone is rated for 150 pounds. That opens the door to things like a child seat, grocery runs, or even using it as a partial car replacement for short trips. It also means you could load it up with camping gear and push well beyond the edge of town without worrying too much. Comfort is clearly a priority here too. The EX Titan runs full suspension, with a suspension fork up front and a rear shock in the back. Add in those massive 4-inch wide fat tires, and you've basically got 3 layers of cushioning working together. The front fork offers 100 millimeters of travel, while the rear gives you 50 millimeters and adjustable rebound. Just don't mistake this for a jump-happy trail bike. With this much weight and tires this wide, it's more about smoothing out rough roads, curbs, and trails than getting airborne. Power comes from a rear hub Bafang motor rated at 750 watts nominal, which usually means a much higher peak output. Based on past experience with similar setups, it likely pushes north of 1,300 watts when you really lean on it. A torque sensor helps manage how that power is delivered, and the result is a top speed of 28 miles per hour, putting it firmly in Class 3 territory. The throttle works up to 20 miles per hour, and after that, it's pedal assist all the way. Torque is rated at 80 Newton meters, and while King Bull claims it can climb 35-degree slopes, that's something I'd really want to test myself before fully believing. Range is another big talking point. That oversized down tube houses a 20-amp-hour battery, and under ideal conditions, King Bull says you can get up to 80 miles on a charge. Realistically, that number will come down, but even so, hitting around 60 miles in eco mode sounds totally doable. Thankfully, the battery is removable, which is a must on a bike this heavy, and charging shouldn't be something you're doing every other day unless you're riding hard. One area where corners were clearly cut is the drivetrain. It's Shimano, but it's older, entry-level stuff, with an Altus shifter and an 8-speed cassette. It'll work, but it's nothing to get excited about. The brakes, thankfully, tell a better story. 4-piston Tektro hydraulic brakes handle stopping duties, complete with motor cutoff, which is exactly what you want on a bike of this size. Add in fenders, lights front and rear, and some decent grips, and you've got a fully equipped package right out of the box. Now all that's left is to actually get one out on the road and see how it feels in the real world. Early riders seem impressed, with several giving it a full 5-star rating, which is a good sign. So what do you think? Would you drop the cash on a King Bull EX Titan? Let me know, and as always, ride safe and wear a helmet.